Yeah. I mean, I believe in the cause, but I believe also that people that was
Certain
pushing
people that were
certain people that was pushing the agenda just wasn't pushing it in the best interest of Black Lives Matter. Like I said, we have another president. Where the Black Lives Matter now?
yeah. Maybe they're happy. They're like, okay, Trump was racist in their minds. That's what they thought.
I
We
mean,
got
he
him out.
was. His
So-
rhetoric and the way he talked was racist a lot.
So
of the
he's
time.
out. So that's kind of like a victory, right?
No, it don't stop there. I don't understand why people think it stopped there. I mean, you got people sitting here, black people sitting here, promoting the COVID shot, the Pfizer and Johnson, and then they neglect the years of women and black people that have been subjugated to all these tests, whether it be the syphilis, whether it be how women are treated in pregnancy, and how when we go to the doctor's office, we're looked at like our pain is less than that of our counterparts. I mean, so
What was that Mississippi thing?
as a black person, if you were screaming Black Lives Matter, and then now you're talking about you should get the vaccine, it baffles me.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't understand.
Or
that.
was it Toulouse, Memphis, Tallahassee? Some city down south had experiments on black people where they were doing spinal taps. Or they were infecting them with something and then testing them after. They went to the doctor. They didn't know what was going on.
I don't know. I'm not up to date on that. But I know
This
about
was like in the 50s or
you had
60s.
the Tuskegee experiment.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Bitch,
So-
I just said that word.
My bad. Dang. And then you had so it's like, as a black person or a black woman, how could you preach these shots or preach these COVID vaccinations, but at the same time be like, oh, black people are treated this way in the labor delivery room or when they go to the doctor.
So you're baffled why some people make noise about one subject and just turn their back to everything else that's hurting that.
Right, because because this is what America does. I mean, it uses scare tactics. So they'll say like all the hospitals are full, the ICUs are full to capacity, but they're not saying like healthy individuals are not dying from it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm a healthy individual.
You ain't got no worries.
It's not that I don't have no worries, but at the same time, I just feel like I prepare myself for this.
So maybe you need an incentive.
What's the incentive?
Can we get you an incentive? How about Missouri says you go get a vaccine, we will enter your name into a lottery drawing. And in the news, this week, 180 people got paid $10,000 because they got the vaccine in that time frame. They got entered into the drawing. Now they $10,000 richer.
That's good for them.
So
I go play the Powerball.
instead of making a lottery, if they just said, "Hey, we will give any person that's unvaccinated $1,000, $5,000, $10,000," would that change your mind?
Hit me with 100,000. I'll consider it. 100,000 is my bargaining point to put some shit in my body.
Hey, but 5,000.
Nah, listen, I don't even what they call them fucking experiments where you go to the little labs and you sit there for a week
Oh, yeah.
and they try these different drugs on you. They pay you like $5,000, $2,000 to $5,000. I wouldn't do that. I need $100,000 if you're gonna experiment on me. That's just how I feel.
So, Missouri, when it gets to 100,000 per person, no lottery, just give me a check.
I'm in there.
He's gonna do it.
I'm in there with swimwear on. I'm telling you,
And it's weird.
off the deep end.
You know what is weird though? Why are they incentivizing this? It's just weird to me. The wording around it, how it's approached, how it's spread out to the public.
I mean, like I said, to each his own. But when Pfizer, when the head of Pfizer don't even take the shot, it makes me question it.
Man, I swore Johnson & Johnson already owned Pfizer.
No, Pfizer had lost like $2 billion in 2018. They was on a decline, and then this pandemic happened, and all of a sudden, they started making more money.
Does Johnson & Johnson own Pfizer?
Look at you.
Yeah, they do. In 2006, Johnson & Johnson closed a deal with Pfizer Consumer Healthcare for $16 billion.
But they don't own it.
They own Pfizer Consumer Healthcare. So I don't know if that's a different division.
So how does Johnson & Johnson come out with a shot and Pfizer come out with a shot?
It's just like a different...
No, that don't make any sense.
I'm just telling you what the news said. In 2006, 15 years ago, they bought Pfizer.
So it's two different shots.
It's two different shots because the Johnson is just one poke. Pfizer's two, about to be three.
Oh my God, that don't make any sense to me.
I know, it's confusing me.
It's very confusing.
What's really confusing is they had all these different companies jump in. They should have just said, hey.
Maybe it's the liquor talking, but that confuses me.
Here is the vaccine. It's one shot or two shots, and they don't name it because now people that got the Pfizer or Moderna are looking at the Johnson & Johnson people like they unvaccinated. Like, hey, that one really didn't count because you didn't get two.
But you just said Johnson & Johnson owns Pfizer.
I know, man. I'm just saying. And with the boosters coming out, I'm looking forward to seeing everyone that gets 3 shots go against everyone that only got 2 or 1. Hey, you're not triple vaccinated. You need to get you another shot. You know what I'm saying? So it's just going to be entertaining to watch how it rolls out, how it plays out. When does it stop? Right now, it's variant Delta. It could go to Echo, Foxtrot, Golf, Hotel. How many variants is there going to be? How many boosters are going to be? When will it stop?
People be like, it's just like the flu. And then you compare facts about the flu. It's not like the flu. People are just confused. I'm confused. I ain't gonna lie. I'm confused.
Yeah, it's hard to determine.
People like, it's just like the flu. And then people turn around, oh, it's not like the flu. Is it like the flu or is it not like the flu?
That's the biggest issue these days. Trying to determine fact from fiction in the news and the media. You're hearing it from people. You're seeing it on social media. It's just difficult.
This is why I pay for insurance. If I have to go to the fucking hospital, let me go to the hospital, let my insurance kick in. Right now, I'm just using it for no fucking good ass reason to go for my yearly checkup, and I'm still having to pay a copay.
You know what did irk me a little bit? I seen a nurse in the news that said, if a non-vaccinated person comes in with COVID, I might not treat them. They should have got their vaccine. Ain't that some shit?
That's like saying if a person who is obese comes in for their insulin shot, you shouldn't treat them.
Hey, it just made me feel like, what is this person
like they attacking me? Because I feel attacked. That's how I feel.
I don't feel attacked.
I do.
I'm just saying.
I feel like people are
discriminating
against people who are not vaccinated. But let me say something that they don't like, and then I can't get canceled, but I'm not nobody to get canceled. But it's like,
not yet.
Yeah, not yet.
We come back to this in 5 years, man.
And by then, I feel like Boosie badass.
I am so tired of COVID every day.
I am too.
Mass,
I am.
new mandates, extended mask mandates, 6 feet, social distancing, people dying, hospitals full. It's never ending. So I might actually turn off my Facebook for a little bit, man.
Man, go ahead. Detox.
It's been,
Detox.
It's just, I can't
come back to reality.
Get to 3 or 4 stories without seeing.
Let it set in. Figure out what you're going to do. And then revisit this.
It's crazy.